Hey guys, welcome to our final speech. Yahoo! We're almost done. Here's my audience. My mom, dad, and my niece. Alright, thank you guys. Okay, so think back to your freshman year in high school. What was one of the questions that a lot of people were asking you at that time? Don't remember? Well, the question was, what do you want to be when you grow up? And being freshmen in high school, that's kind of a hard question to answer at that age. You know, you're only 17, 18 years old. Well, not even, excuse me. You're 13, 11, 13 years old, not really knowing what you want to do. So, but when I was asked that question, I would always respond with saying, I want to become a nurse. That's what I knew, and that's what I wanted to do. And I can happily say that in September, I'm going to be starting nursing school at Walla Walla Community College. And if you don't remember, I mentioned that in the very first speech we did, but I'll remind you again. And for those of you who aren't aware, applying to nursing school is kind of a hard process. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of waiting for letters to come in telling you if you've been accepted or not. And during this whole process, I questioned whether or not I want to continue to pursue the career of becoming a nurse. But I knew I didn't want to give up, and I kept going. So, this long journey, it's been at least over 2 years, this whole journey that I've been on. I wanted to apply to the Washington State University nursing program in Spokane. So that's where it all began. I got on their website and applied to their program, and a few weeks later, I got a letter in the mail that said I was granted an interview. So that was very exciting, and I went and did the interview, and coming home from the interview after a couple of weeks, I got another letter in the mail, but this time, this letter said that I did not get accepted. They could not accept me at that time. So it was a little discouraging, but I knew that there was another application cycle coming, so I didn't give up. I got right back on that website and applied again. However, this time when I got the letter in the mail, I didn't even get an interview. So again, that was very discouraging. But again, I didn't let it get me down. I knew I wanted to become a nurse, so I got on that website a total of 2 more times and applied, and again, both times I did not get accepted. So as you can imagine, after this 4th time of not getting accepted, I was pretty discouraged and, wondering, why am I putting myself through this? Why do I want to continue to be discouraged? And, all that's happening is negative things, so why do I want to keep doing that? I want to get into a good realm. And so that was kind of where I was at. But I realized that, when I was telling people about my plans to apply to nursing school and become a nurse, they would all respond by saying, "Oh, you'd make a great nurse." And hearing that and just realizing that I've come so far, I've done, 3 years of prerequisites just to get into the process of applying to nursing school. And you can imagine how long that, how many classes I've had to take and all that. After realizing that, I thought to myself, I was like, well, there's no way I'm going to give up now. I'm not going to stop and change my plans, change direction. That's just going to be a waste of time and money. And so I said to myself, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to look at other schools, and I'm going to continue the process of becoming a nurse because I knew that's what I really wanted to do. And again, once I came to that realization, I looked at some other schools, but since it was around April time early April when I started looking at other programs, and some of them the application process had already begun, meaning their applications were not being accepted anymore. So I wasn't able to apply to these other programs, but my mom's friend had applied to Walla Walla Community College. And she had told my mom to have me apply to that program. And so I did. I got on their website, printed out the application, filled it out, and took it down there to Lewiston, Idaho, Lewiston, Idaho, Clarkston area. And so that's where, and that was around, middle of April. And so then in mid-May, I waited for a letter, and I got a letter in the mail, and the letter in the mail gave me news of what I'd been waiting to hear all this time. I had been accepted into the program. The first word on the letter said, "Congratulations!" And so I knew right then that I had been accepted, and I was very excited. It was more of like a relief. You know how that is when you're trying to do something for so long and it finally happens. You're just like, you're excited, but you're more relieved because you think to yourself, oh, okay, I'm done now. I finally got the process. I'm in nursing school, and that's exactly how I felt. So it's been about 2.5, 3 months now since I've been accepted into Walla Walla Community College, and I think back to when I got that fourth letter from WSU, and how I even said to myself, I thought, why I need to just do something else. I should just go do something else. I'm tired of being discouraged. I'm tired of getting upset. But and again, how I thought about how I didn't want to continue this process of pursuing becoming a nurse. But again, I didn't give up, and I kept going, and I didn't let those questions of why do I want to keep putting myself through this? How come I'm being discouraged? I don't want this anymore. I didn't let those questions take over. Sometimes that can happen, but and now, since I didn't let that happen, I was able to make my dreams come true. I was able to realize that there are other options out there, and to make my dream of becoming a nurse happen. And so I was able to make it happen. And so that's my story, and I hope that hearing my inspirational story about never giving up will help you in pursuing your dreams. If you have a dream out there that you want to pursue, to know that it's okay to try different avenues to get what you want. That's what I had to do, and that's what a lot of people have to do. And it's not always a bad thing, but so I hope that, like I say, I hope that you take this story and think back to it when you were struggling, getting what you want, pursuing your dream. I hope that you realize that, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try a different way to get what I want. And I hope that, because you do that, because we all deserve to get what we want. It may not be exactly the path that we want to take, but hey, as long as you pursue your dream, that's all that matters. So thank you guys so much, and I've enjoyed listening to all your speeches these last few weeks, and hope to see you guys again. Bye.